Oh. Pew.
Hey, buddy.
Whoa! You know you can't bring that weak ass stuff up in this Humpty Bumpy. You killed it, Joe. You make some more. You know that, baby. Else you're in for a long day. A long day. Cause Triple T's up in this bitch.
Some people said I was crazy when I brought Terry on board, but I'm a firm proponent of paradigm breaking, outside-the-box thinking. And since Terry's been with us, our productivity has gone up 46%.
Break was over 15 minutes ago, bitch. I am an enforcer, man. Don't nothing go down in my house. It's 100% hard, baby. Sure, I jack a few fools. I give them the pain. But sometimes it's about intimidation, you know. It's mind games.
Yes, Terry Tate, office linebacker, the #1 sports-related commercial of all time on the Doug Stewart Show. And that was a Reebok commercial. Yeah. And the commercial, the original commercial was like 3 minutes long, so we had to cut it off right in the middle there. And it is hilarious. In the first instance where Terry Tate, office linebacker, came out, dude left the break room and didn't fill the coffee back up. You know how that is. You work in a business setting, it just pisses you off. All right? Oh, man. So that was, wow, my #1 sports commercial of all time. Classic. And I don't know why, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show on this Top 5 Tuesday, I don't know why they didn't continue that commercial. Like, the capabilities and the possibilities of that commercial and that brand for that commercial are endless. So I don't know why Reebok decided to pull the plug and stop shooting Terry Tate office linebacker commercials. I think they made a mistake. So those are your top 5 sports commercials of all time. Number 5, Be Like Mike, Gatorade. Number 4, Young Jordan versus Old Jordan, Gatorade. Number 3, the LeBron Cleveland commercial. The Together commercial by Nike that just came out a couple of days ago. Number 2, Mean Joe Green, the Coca-Cola commercials. He threw a little jersey to the little kid back in 1979. And the number 1, and I mean the #1 sports-related commercial of all times is Terry Tate, office linebacker by Reebok. Yes! And that thing, listen, and when we pulled it up this morning and I looked at it just to, to see what was going on with it and kind of refresh my memory, I started laughing watching it right then. So the commercial is timeless, and dude really took that job very serious. Terry Tate, office linebacker. All right, some other, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, and this segment is brought to you by FanDuel, one-day fantasy sports for as low as $1. Once again, we got the weekly Doug Stewart Fantasy Football Challenge going on for this weekend's NFL games on Sunday. So go to my website, thedougstewartshow.com, click on the banner link, create an account, then email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com and say you want to get into the fantasy challenge, the Doug Stewart Show Fantasy Challenge, and then I'll shoot you back a link where you can enter into said contest, all right? Some other honorable mentions that didn't make my list of top 5s. You remember the Little Penny commercials with Penny Hardaway, and I guess Chris Rock was doing the voice of the Little Penny doll? Those were cool as hell. That was a great campaign. Gotta Be the Shoes, Spike Lee. Somebody, I think, hit me on the chat a little bit earlier and mentioned the Gotta Be the Shoes, the Nike commercials with Mars Blackman on the Nike commercials of Spike Lee and Michael Jordan. You remember Chicks Dig the Long Ball? And I had to go back and look at that one. That was one of the honorable mentions as well that didn't make my final top 5. Chicks Dig the Long Ball, and it was ironic because everybody and their mama was using steroids during that era. So you had Tom Glavine and Maddox, and they were watching, Mark McGuire hit batting practice, do BP, and they were like, man, the chicks just love watching this guy. We're Cy Young winners. Why ain't y'all paying attention to us? And so they started getting in shape and trying to hit home runs. So Chicks Dig the Long Ball. Remember when Tiger Woods did the commercial where he was juggling the golf ball with his golf club? You actually know that commercial started out being a commercial for something else. And Tiger basically was fooling around doing this thing, and the Nike cameras just started videotaping him. And they made the commercial from that. I'm not a role model commercial with Charles Barkley. Even though I disagree with Charles on a lot of stuff, that was one of the best commercials of all times, which was very controversial. They still talk about that today. So that was another good one. And what about this one, the Bo Knows commercials? And Bo Knows slightly didn't make my top 5. I mean, it was on the back end. It almost made number 5. But Bo Knows, Bo Don't Know Diddly with him doing all the different sports, that was great as well. Let's go ahead and grab a call. Caller, you're calling into the Doug Stewart Show. Where you calling from? What's your name? And what do you want to talk about?
Doug Stewart, what's happening?
What up, man?
Man, I can't call it. Enjoy the show as always, man.
Appreciate it.
I just wanted to mention one commercial that you missed.
Okay.
Those commercials, I think it was Dennis Hopper, and he was paying an official to look like he was an alcoholic.
Yes.
He just kept saying bad things, man.
Bad things, man. Yeah.
The one he had with Dion and the one he had with Bruce Smith, man, two of the best commercials ever. I can't remember all the commentary and all the banter he was going through, but that's probably one of my favorite commercials right there.
True. What else you got for me?
Sir, man, the only other thing, you know what, I really don't got nothing else, man. That's about it, man. Let the show, man, keep up the good work, and just like all these laws and restrictions, keeping everybody from voting a little bit easier, I'm going.
Yeah, make sure you vote today. Appreciate the call, T from Huntsville. Make sure you go out and vote. I am headed out to vote as soon as this show is done. I mean, make your vote, your voice be heard. Yes. A lot of people really went through some things for everybody to have the ability to vote and have their voice heard. And I remember when I turned 18, my pops made me go out and register to vote, all right? And so I did the same thing with my daughter. I thought about it too late, so she's not going to be able to vote this year, and I really hate that, but it takes like 4 weeks. They have to approve it, and I forgot about all of that stuff back in the day. It didn't cross my mind. I've been very busy. So, yeah, I made my daughter go out and register to vote, did it online, and so, like I said, they're going to take a couple of weeks. But, yes, make sure you go out and vote today. These kids got off today, and so they're just lounging. They're not voting, but they're lounging. And so that's what we're doing today, man, and had a lot of fun talking about these top 5s. And, wow, you talk about bring back memories. And it's little things like that make you real nostalgic. It does. I mean, Mean Joe Green, I mean, it don't get no better than that. It don't get no better than Mean Joe Green throwing his jersey to a little kid and bartering and getting the kids nice cold Coca-Cola. It doesn't get any better than that. You know, when you talk about things from yesteryear, even some of these newer commercials that I would consider newer, the Terry Tate Office commercial, just classic. All of the Jordan commercials. One that I didn't put in my top 5 that was top 5 worthy, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, was the weapons commercial between Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. And then there was also another commercial between Larry Bird and Michael Jordan. You remember when they were playing horse in the gym? Just a classic commercial. Didn't make my top 5, but just classic, innovative, cute commercials over the times in sports. Yes. This is the Doug Stewart Show. Make sure that you pass the word on the show, man. I think we're pretty close to going over 30,000 listens, man. That's incredible. This is our 7th week doing the show. And, yeah, I mean, you know, if you follow the show, if you like the show, man, tell one person. And I know I've been talking about 130, but do me a favor. Text one person that you know likes sports, likes trash talk, and likes to keep it real, and tell them to tune into the show. Go to Spreaker.com, follow the show, Monday through Friday from 11 to 1. We doing the damn thing. We are doing the damn thing, yes! And the studio audience goes, wow. Yes, because they agree, and I'm paying them. Yes, we're doing the damn thing on the Doug Stewart Show. Are you not entertained? Like a gladiator, and one of them gladiator movies said it. Are you not entertained? Come on, man. Come on, let's be real about this thing. The realest, truest sports talk show in America. All right, thank you to everybody that tuned into the show today. Thank you for everybody that made today's show possible. To the great Tree of Life, a.k.a. Tree Taylor. Thank you, Tree, for all that you do. Shouts out to my man, Waterhead Walter. Thank you, Walter. assistant producer, CJ the DJ. Thank you, CJ, for all that you do, man. I really do appreciate it. Yes. Oh, man, I just glanced over and Fred Max says Larry Johnson as Grandmama. That was classic. Oh, I forgot all about that. I totally forgot about the Grandmama commercials. The Grandmama commercial may have made it in my top 5. Yes, just glanced over and saw that. Dwayne says Bold Nose is classic. Yes. LeBron playing the uncle. Yes, that's right. I forgot what they called it. I think they called that the LeBrons. Where LeBron played like the grandfather, the grandmama, the grandson. That was classic too. I mean, it's just too many to choose from. Mine, I picked my top 5 for sentimental reasons. So, yeah. All right, yeah, once again, thank you to everybody that made today's show possible. Dwayne Vassan, Gerald Oliveri, my engineering, computer, web guys, techs. Thank you guys for doing what you do. And to all the listeners out there, man, thank you so much for listening and passing the word. Tell one person, seriously, all jokes aside, tell one person today. Tweet them, text them, call your cousin, tell them to check out the Doug Stewart Show, the funnest show on turf. We'll do it again tomorrow, same Doug time, same Doug channel. Peace.